I'm Nancy Milton. I often get asked for little tips and tricks on how to network better. You're going to have a 5-part series right now on little things that you could be doing to help it feel better when you do it and get you better results. Here's my first one for you. The first one is establishing your role. When I ask people, well, what's your role when you go to network? They're like, network? See how vague that sounds? You're not really going to get far. So let me give you an example of a role that I take on when I go to network, and then we'll think about a couple others that you might want. So when I facilitate, I have usually a primary contact in the organization that I get to meet while I'm going through the needs assessment, creating the content before I go to actually facilitate. So the day of, there's anything from 25 to a couple hundred people that I've never met before. So before I go to facilitate, I get to the room at least a half hour early to set up. And any individual who comes in, I introduce myself to, and I ask a couple specific questions. I also get their name. My role when I go to facilitate before I start is that I am the host of the party. It gives me a very clear, focused, specific thing that I am doing, which is to make people feel more comfortable as they come into the room. It creates a better space for us for the day. It gets the comfort there sooner and faster. So you could consider yourself the host of the party when you go to a networking event. Another role that you could be is wingman. Choose someone to go with and decide how you're going to cover each other while you're networking together. Some people, that makes them feel much more comfortable than networking on their own. A third option you have, a good one I think, is contacting the organizer of the networking event that you're going to. See if there's a roster of names that you can see, or even learn of just the industries or the titles of the people who are going to be there. Looking at that roster, I want you to identify who you'd like to meet. Now you have a role. Your role is to specifically define those people and to make great connections. Makes it much easier when you walk into the room because you have something you're looking for versus, I'm here to network, which doesn't really seem to be serving you. So establish your role and what you want to get out of it. And don't forget, when you leave the networking event, ask yourself, what did I do well and what could I do differently or better at my next networking event? Here's to part 2.